Welcome to GoVMlab, India's first job-ready VMware learning platform where professionals meet experts to revolutionize their VMware careers.
Now, the another problem, what we are seeing it actually, as I keep saying that the world has evolved. You go back to 80s, how do we used to do the computing? Mainframe, right? And if you ever seen IBM mainframe servers, right? It's a giant server. It's a giant server taking a lot of space, and you go to that server and there's a big monitor and trust me, I mean, this is how the computing used to work in early those 60s or 70s time frame. Then the next evolution, what we have seen, a client server model. Okay, your server is running somewhere else, your client is running somewhere else, and over the network, you connect with the server and then get all this networking in place, right? So we have witnessed this client server model. But what is the next evolution happen? Mobile. Today, if you really see that, right? All this content creation platform, what do we have it? Who are the major consumer? I mean, we do see the generation today, right? The older generation, newer generation, and the young, I mean, the kids as well, right? Everybody is on the mobile now. Every time everybody is scrolling their Instagram reels, right? Spending time either on the YouTube or Instagram, and in fact, WhatsApp, messaging, messenger chats, right? LinkedIn. So what we are doing actually, the pattern of consuming these services have changed. Today, because of this technology, the data accessibility has become so easy that the same data is available in your small screen, the mobile. But the question here is that today I'm actually scrolling Instagram reels, or maybe I'm watching something on the YouTube. But the question here is that how is it possible? Who is making it possible? And what something they have done it in their infrastructure because of which I can consume the data on demand at my choice. How is that happening? Right? This has become one of the bigger concern the industry, because you cannot tell. I mean, just imagine if I'm again taking the same example of sneaker company, right? I tell to my customer that I am actually developing one of the best sneakers, which let's say Nike, Puma, forget about it, right? This is one of the best sneakers what I'm developing it. But to purchase the sneaker, you have to come to my shop only. Do you think with this kind of mindset in today's time, we can actually go and survive the business? Forget about customer, no one will be coming to the shop itself, right? So the point here is that what we're trying to say that the consumer behavior has changed over the last few decades, or over the last few years, especially with this mobile era, what we are seeing it. The consumer behavior has changed. The way we used to consume the technology, that is also changing, right? And that has become a very big concern. And I think that is the reason we are saying that it's a third generation of the IT. What we are seeing, there would be a fourth generation as well. Every decades we do see that, right? Every 2 or 3 decades we do see the new generation is coming, right? So we'll be seeing the fourth generation as well. But at this moment, we all are witnessing this third generation of IT, where we are talking about this mobile cloud era. And the question, again, what we need to ask, that the infrastructure which is giving this data to be present on the mobile, are they using the same infrastructure what the on the mainframe days we were consuming it? Is that the infrastructure is same? No, the infrastructure has evolved. The content consumption has evolved, right? The way we used to consume the content, the delivery of content consumption has evolved, right? I mean, today, just imagine, right? Today you used to watch TV. Program is coming at a very specific time. 5 o'clock, a match will be coming. 5 to maybe let's say 3 hours. If you are not there within this duration, you will miss out the match. Today is what? I can watch my match no matter which location I am. I can just open my mobile. I can open up the streaming platform, and I can watch the match right there, rather than traveling all the way to my house and being in that particular time slot just to watch that match. So what has changed? The cricket is still same. We are playing the cricket. What we will be doing it 20 years back also. The cricket, the way cricket used to play, it has not changed. But the way cricket used to see, used to watch, platform has changed. Platform has simplified the way of consuming this cricketing services, right? Right? That's what I'm trying to explain. And it all has been possible because the underlying infrastructure, the technology has evolved. And that is the reason I keep saying that digital transformation is transforming every industry. So now in this mobile cloud era, there are new challenges for the IT. Some of the challenges, continuous application development and deployment. This is, I think we all know that, right? Every now and then you talk about any Myntra, WhatsApp, they keep upgrade iOS. You keep seeing that they keep continuously doing the application development, and every weeks we keep getting new upgrades. new updates, because if they don't do it right, they will be out of the market. So this is have become a bigger concern for them, that we have to spend time on development, not something into the infrastructure brutality. Explosion of data volume, velocity. Look at the velocity of the data. I mean, again, try to imagine 20 years back when there is no YouTube, there was no Instagram. Today, every day, I mean, just imagine, right? Every day, how much data is being uploaded to the Instagram account. You go somewhere out, you take the photographs. Earlier, we used to save photographs in our mobile or maybe some hard drives. Today, people actually go and upload the photographs on the Instagram itself. Why should I go and spend time on keeping this data on my phone? So every single day, velocity of data has changed. The type of data has changed, right? The data is exploding. And this data explosion is happening at such a heavy pace that the infrastructure is not aligned of those old organizations or enterprise customers, right? So you have to go and understand those challenges, right? Insufficient infrastructure silos. If someone is running mainframe kind of, I mean, just imagine a worst case scenario. Someone is running mainframe kind of data center and trying to attract the customer who are Instagram customer. Do you think this works out actually? You are trying to attract the customers who are on Instagram to sell out your product, but your infrastructure is aligned with the mainframe kind of infrastructure. Not possible at all. You can't even manage that, right? That is the key thing. Use of external infrastructure resources. So there are other challenges what industry is having, it what we call best of breed challenges. Every business owner come and say that I want best of the best, right? Best of the best. It's fine if you talk about as a business, as a consumer, that okay, I want best of the best electronic gadget, I want best of the best, let's say, movie experience, or maybe I want to have best of the best accommodation experience, right? It's fine. But the question here is that to give you that best of the best experience, the industry have to use best of the best tools in the market to give you that experience. And that become a biggest challenge. That is the reason why cloud is so important and why cloud has catch up. Because if you understand this problem, best of the breed solution, that is the exact problem why we really started adopting the cloud frameworks. Because cloud solve this problem. Because what do you mean by best of the breed solutions, right? The best of the breed solutions means if I need a switches, I'll take a switches from Cisco. If I take a routers, I'll take a routers from, let's say, Arista. If I need to take a firewall, I'll take a firewall solution from Juniper or Palo Alto. If I need to take some idea, some malware detection solution, I'll take it from some antivirus company. And then if I have to use some hypervisor, I'll take a hypervisor from VMware. What is that? It's something like you're trying to create an infrastructure, which is you're taking best of the best vendor product, right? And you're trying to integrate them. But obviously, how come Cisco product will interop with the Palo Alto product? They're competitors, right? And that is the biggest problem we have seen in the hardware-centric data centers, where you always purchase best of the best product and try to integrate them, and then you get into the mess of if any issue is coming, VMware will come. No, it's not my issue. Go and talk to your switches, your physical networking team. Physical networking team will come and say that no, it's not my issue. It's your firewall issue. Firewall team will come and say that no, it's not a perimeter firewall issue. It's your desktop firewall issue, which is the agent running inside your virtual machine. Then you spend 10 days just to figure it out whose problem is this. And then you're spending time again to figure it out that okay, this problem has to be root caused and fixed. Do you think this kind of implementation works today? No, today that why we are talking about integrated solutions now. Why do you think every industry is trying to collaborate with the other industry and have this integrated model? Because today nobody has time to spend 10 days just to figure it out whose problem is this. Today is the time we are into where we have to identify the problem, and the implementation should be so clever enough that it automatically go figure out the problem and fix it by itself. And this is only possible when you have end-to-end solutions coming from a one vendor, like a cloud. Today, if you develop your application on the AWS, if any issue is coming, you know that there's a one guy I need to raise a ticket. It's AWS. It's AWS problem to go and figure it out. So and then AWS has everything in place, right? So they know and they will figure it out the loophole that where the leak has happened, and they have implementation in place which automatically go and do the self healing. And your infrastructure is up and running. Your problem is solved within 1 hour, 2 hour. In fact, they have a SLA defined for that. This is the reason. Because if I mean it's something like try to understand if you have a government in the majority. I can take my own policies. I do not need to depend upon someone else approval, because all the team in my ministry is belong to a single government, single vision. Single government, single vision, the results you will be seeing that. But when you have this a government where multiple people are collaborating, and then you are trying to create something out of it, we know the challenges of it, right? This is the exact problem. So this is what we call the why we always go and talk about integrated approach of implementation rather than having this best of breed and cloud. Why do you think the cloud has become an industry standard now? And it will be, but depending, again, public, private, hybrid, or multi-cloud, right? So that is what it's all about it. So these are the some of the challenges the enterprises are having it. Now, what is the customer expectation? Customer expectation always be the same. I mean, obviously, if you assume that I have launched my own sneaker platform, the world class sneakers, right? But you as a customer, what is your expectation from me as a consumer? I go to your website within a fraction of second, my order should get placed. When I'm trying to browse your product category, it should not take time to load it actually. Your page loading should be fast. Your catalog loading should be fast. Your payment integration should be so smooth that I'm not asking me for n number of things. You make it happen as fast as possible for me and make my experience very good. This is what customer wants. Customer also wants choice of services, right? If you have a sneakers, you try to give me different variants of that, right? You try to integrate AI assistant into it. You try to figure it out what is my area of interest, and then you only show me the products what I am interested into. Have that intelligence in place. This is what customer needs it. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to continue watch this lecture, then join our exclusive YouTube membership program only at the price of 299 rupees INR per month and unlock your VMware potential with GoVMlab. With this membership program, you can unlock all of our members only content published on our YouTube channel. You can watch out the videos presented on your screen to know the benefits of GoVMlab subscription as well as the membership program. Thank you.